Good morning. On today's lecture, I'll cover factors and factorization. What are factors? Factors are the numbers when it divides another number, then leaves no remainder. Okay, let me give you an example. Let's say I'm dividing 10 by 2. Okay, I'll have 5. But if I divide 11 by 2, then something happens. Okay, let's see. Let's do a division in our traditional method. 2 goes in 11. We cannot take more than 11, either equal to 11 or less than 11. So 5 2s are 10. And when I subtract that, I'm going to get 1. Now this 2 over here, it's known as divisor. This 2 is divisor. And then this 5 is known as quotient. Quotient, probably you already know that. This 11 is known as dividend. Dividend. And this 1 is remainder. Okay, remainder. So we can just have a formula that dividend equal to divisor times quotient plus remainder. So in this case, 2 is the divisor, and quotient is 5, remainder is 1. We'll just prove that. Dividend is, that's pretty simple. Dividend is 11 over here. Divisor was 2, quotient was 5, remainder was 1. So 2 times 5 is 10, 10 plus 1 is 11. So 11 equal to 11. Pretty good. But when I divide 10 by 2, look what happened. 2 divides 10. 2 5s are 10. So I have remainder 0. So when this remainder is 0, okay, when this remainder is 0, remainder equal to 0, this divisor is known as factor. So we can say 2 is a factor of 10. But in this case, 2 is a divisor of 11. We cannot say 2 is a factor of 11, but 2 is a factor. 2 is a factor of 10. Now we can write down 2 times 5 equal to 10. Now you might think that if 2 is a factor of 10, isn't it true that 5 is a factor of 10 as well? Yes, you are absolutely right. 5 is a factor of 10 as well. So when we have a number, let's say I have a number 24, and I try to find out what are the factors 24 may have. Okay, there are so many different ways you can do that. One way is, let's say I'm gonna multiply. Okay, any number is divisible by 1 and itself. So 24 times 1 is 24. So these two are the factors of 24. If I divide 24 by 2, I have 12. So 2 times 12 is 24. If I do that by 3 8s are 24. If I divide by 4, I'm going to have 6. Okay, now let's see what happens. 1 times 24 is 24. So let me write down. 1 times 24 is 24. 2 times 12. 2 times 12 is also 24. 3 times 8. 3 times 8 is 24. 4 times 6 is also 24. Okay. Now, next obvious choice. You can see that 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I try that by 5? If you know the test of divisibility, you know that 24 is not divisible by 5, because to be divisible by 5, last digit has to be 0 or 5. So it's not divisible by 5. So next obvious choice is 6. 6 times 4. But look, we already have that 6 times 4. It's other way around. So 6 times 4 is next choice. But I already have that pair, so I don't need that. So what can I do? I can write down all the factors of 24 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24. So these are all the factors of 24. Okay, why do we need this? Sometimes we need these factors to simplify things. Okay, in later of your life, you're gonna do a lot of complicated calculations. To do those simplified, you need to factorize things. One of the example I'm gonna give you, let's say 2x squared. Probably you are doing some math like this, minus 5x minus 12. Okay, you have to factorize that. To factorize that, you have to be careful with the quotient of x squared and the constant term over here. Okay, the way it goes, we're gonna multiply these two. Let's say 2 times minus 12. So I'm gonna have minus 24. Product is minus, let me draw a line over here. Okay, so 2 times minus 12 is minus 24. So to get this is middle term break. I hope you already know that. If you don't, then this is going to be a good lesson for you. If I add this 2, it has to be minus 5. But look at this. If I add this pair of factors, I'm going to have 2 minus 12 equal to minus 10. Of course, I can switch the sign. Instead of this one minus, I can take this one plus, then I have to take this one minus. Then I'm going to have minus 24 product. Product would not be changed. But factor minus 2, when I add them, it's going to be plus 10. In either cases, it's not minus 5. So I have to find out a different pair. Okay. If I look at over here, see that the difference of these two, right? This 2 over here, 3 and 8, difference is 5. So 3 times 8 equal to 24. We know that. But since it's negative, let's put negative. I need to find out a negative factor. Since this is minus 5, so I'm going to subtract, I'm going to give the negative sign for the bigger one. So 3 minus 8, it's minus 5. Now watch. 2x squared minus 8x plus 3x minus 12. This middle term, I break it into 2 different terms. Okay. Therefore, it's known as middle term break. Okay, middle term break method or process. So what can I do now? I can take 2x common, so it's going to be x minus 4. From this 2, I can take 3 common, so it's going to be x minus 4. Now from this 2, I can take x minus 4 common, x minus 4, 2x plus 3. So it's factorized like that. Okay, so this is our factor and factorization. In next lecture, I'll give you factor and factorization, but prime factors, and how to find out factor tree. Okay, so see you in next video. Thank you. Have a good day.